This is audio. Can you hear the synth music?
Yeah. This is scary.
So the first time I played Mass Effect, back in, it must have been like 2007 or 2008 or something. I was playing as female Shepard, and the name of the character was Kevin, and I don't know why I did that. Who knows why I picked a female character and a male name? Why would I do that?
Well, you know, we didn't have as many options in the character creation. You know, there was no CD Projekt Red for all the good it did then.
Yeah, and like I had not figured everything about myself out at the time either. So like I was just going like, this is what I'm doing. I have no reason for it. I'm just doing it. And it's like
I'm 812 and I haven't figured it out either. So
what happened to Kevin Shepard was like when you play Mass Effect 1 and you finish and then you start Mass Effect 2, you can like load over the files from the previous save game, so that you can continue the adventure of the same character, and it remembers all the choices you made in the previous game, which is like,
that's pretty rad.
Yeah. So I played.
You know, the first time I ever saw that was with the D&D games in the 80s. And then it didn't really happen. Do you know the games I'm talking about? Pool of Radiance?
I have never played D&D in my life, and I've been begging the universe to send me a DM, because I have never played.
So this is more computer games, right? And it's computer games based on the tabletop games, but they're like I wonder if I could share it.
I don't even know if I knew there were Dungeons and Dragons computer games.
Oh my god, man, this is classic early.
Is it like text-based?
It's not, well, barely not. I'm pulling up a screenshot.
Oh, is it like Sierra style?
And you'll be able to see it. It's somewhere between that. It's more like if you've ever played like a Bard's Tale.
I've not.
It's overhead, overland JRPG, and it's much more of a 3D, not 3D, but isometric, but it's all two-dimensional sprites, except that you walk through corridors in a three-dimensional space.
I mean, that sounds like some of the early Sierra games.
Yeah, so the Sierra games were definitely like point-and-click adventures.
Yeah, well, not the early ones didn't have point-and-click. It was just all keyboard and you type.
Oh, you mean like okay, it's pitch black, like, you know.
Yeah, and like the first version of Space Quest, like before the remaster, and the first version of King's Quest, and the first version of Leisure Suit Larry.
Right. Leisure Suit Larry is the best. I remember being a 13-year-old when that just first came out, and it was like, and it's so funny because it's not as dirty as everybody made it sound, but like I just wanted to get my hands on it when I was 12. You know what I mean? It was just
Yeah, I remember playing Land of the Lounge Lizards and being terrible at it. Because, like, on top of it just being a very, like, it's a Sierra game. So, like, you're gonna die at every fucking corner. And on top of that, I'm Swedish. And at the time, my English was not great.
right.
So, like, that was not an easy game for me.
So let me see. Are you? Yeah, you're seeing my monitor now.
Yeah, I'm seeing the full thing, but on the screen it's just showing the circle in the middle.
But I think that I can put this like in the circle, so I can show a YouTube video here.
Oh, that looks familiar. That graphic there.
Well, this is way early. This is some of the very earliest stuff. Wizardry probably. The Gold Box games, Exodus. Wow, I did really go into a whole fucking history here, huh? Let me swing it back. I'm looking for the specific one. Oh wow, now it's into the JRPGs. Okay, so this is not. I wanted it to be okay right here. Gold Box series. This is exactly the thing I'm talking about. So this right here, I can actually even pull it right to where it'll show the circle perfectly. This is actually much more functional than I would have thought it would be. If you go right here, so this is
I watch an embarrassing amount of reaction videos, actually, like TV show reactions, because like whenever I'm like not focusing on it and I'm doing other stuff, like I just like having that stuff on in the background.
So this is the game I'm talking about. Now this is the character creation process, right? And this is 1983 or something. Like this is extremely long ago, but you can see some of the, you know, oh there's Kevin. You were talking about the mismatch. Let's bring up Kevin. Where we got? Yeah, there's Kevin right there. Kevin Shepard's long like previous ancestor.
Right. It's the relation is like the Blazkowicz family.
Yeah.
Which goes from Wolfenstein to Commander Keen to Doom.
Yeah. I know you watch Star Trek a little, right?
A little bit, yeah. I haven't watched all of like the classic shows. I have watched like stray episodes of a couple of the older shows, but I'm currently following the new ones. But not Picard yet, because I'm gonna try to catch up on Next Generation before I get to that. I've watched all the Next Generation movies and all the classic movies, because I've seen all the Star Trek movies, but I haven't seen all the shows.
Because I was thinking about Enterprise. In Enterprise, there's this thing where they go forward in time and then they go backward in time, so they meet their children of like 100 years ago or whatever.
And they look the same?
Yes.
Of course they do. That trope is like the
this game looks like this.
impossibly strong genes trope.
Yes.
That's a
It's like, totally not realistic.
like no recessive genes, just all dominant.
Alpha genes only. So like, right here is what most of the game was like. So you got your player characters in the top right, and then yeah, you kind of like go through this 3D view right here. Where you're
Right.
and this is what the original Neverwinter Nights was like on AOL. I used to play
Right. That I think I've seen some of this game before, but I haven't played it. But I've probably seen it in some video about games.
What you would do is they came out in a series, and it was the first time I saw what you were talking about with regards to Mass Effect. We share off, but and it was the first time I ever saw, you know, you could take a game that you won, save the save game, and then bring it into the new game. It was fucking killer, right? Let me see. I'm mega low in the audio.
Oh,
my home.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's.
I'm sure that you can hear me just fine.
Let's see what I can do about that. Let's see. It's three.
How are you?
Oh, you're probably coming through the speakers. Let's see. Is it better now, perhaps?
I'm hearing myself now.
It's the wrong. It's because it's the wrong one.
That could be because I've got.
It's supposed to be 5 and 8, I think. Wait. Hang on. I'm really confused now. I gotta double check this. Show device settings. I'm using 3 and 4 on that one. Okay, so I should be using 5. Wait, no, I should be using 3 and 4. But I should not be using 3 and 4 on OBS. I think I should switch that one to 5 and 6. Let's see, properties.
5 and 6 is probably your desktop coming out.
Well, the thing is, I have this. I can show you my mixer. This is what my computer mixer looks like.
Oh, okay.
Because I have like a.
And where am I coming?
I have an RME sound card, so I can do all this internal.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Stuff.
So I see you routing that. Okay. I get it.
Because I've got like the analog inputs, and I've got the digital inputs, and I've got the outputs, and I've got everything like routed back and around and stuff, so that I can mix and match. So I think maybe if somebody can somebody in chat, if there is somebody in chat or whoever you're talking to, can they confirm whether you're more audible now, because you might have been coming through the mic.
Let's see. Let me hit my homie back here. Is it any better now?
Of course, if we really wanted to be overachievers, we could have just recorded a VOD of this and listened back to the VOD and do it ourselves. But we bring in the community.
Yeah.
We get a sense of togetherness from working through these things.
Yeah, and then we can just post the timestamps for when it starts getting interesting, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Well, this has been interesting to me, RA, because I'm just getting to know you, right? This is almost one of the reasons this is so much fun, is because we don't know each other really good, and that makes for good, makes for good time.
Yeah. So about Kevin Shepard. So what happened with Kevin Shepard was it's as if I'm tempting fate by playing this. If I were at all superstitious, I would not be playing Mass Effect right now, because when I was playing Mass Effect 2, I think I was playing Mass Effect 2 when I had two disasters happen. One was or maybe the first one happened during the first game. At some point, I don't know when, my laptop got struck by lightning, and it died, and I had to recover.
Directly, or like your house got struck and it came through the house?
No, it went into the electrical system and my laptop died. So I had to recover the files from the hard drive. I had to recover the because the hard drive was not in good condition, but I managed to recover the save files enough to load them into the second game, right? Oh, this was what happened. Now I remember. I had finished the first game, and I still had it installed on the computer with the save files, but then it got struck by lightning. So in order to play the second game with the saves from the first game, I had to recover them from the catastrophe laptop, right? And then I was playing Mass Effect 2 slowly on my new laptop, and then eventually I had a hard drive failure when I was at I was almost done with the game. I was doing the last side quest before the final boss, and the hard drive failed, and it's still in that second laptop, and I would dig it out and finish but I don't know if it's even recoverable. I don't know, and it's so much of a mess. Oh, now we've got spam here in the chat, is it?
Yeah, there you go. That's how you know you made it.
Yeah.
You're already getting the spam.
Yeah, nobody's who sees this spam and goes, "Oh, I'm going to click that."
Right?
Does it ever work? So Kevin Shepard suffered two catastrophes, and the second one, and the second game, I don't want to spoil too much, but actually I'm not going to say how the second game starts, but yeah. Anyway, Shepard suffered two catastrophes, and I have mourned for years, and I've thought, oh, someday I'm going to replay this from the beginning, but I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready to go back and have a new Shepard and go through all this again. But now it's been so much time. It's time, right? To finally lay Kevin Shepard to rest and create a new Shepard. Probably not Kevin. But I mean, probably similarly named.
Can you do me a favor? Can you go into your video call and turn your camera off and on again?
Oh, is it?
It's all again? Wonky with the green. It's it really looks cool. It looks cyberpunk AF, to be honest with you. But it's here. I'll take a screen cap because it's that worth it. And
yeah,
I'll
no,
just
you can't, 'cause I changed it.
Now you're better. Now it's back. I already did.
Let me know if that happens again so that I can catch it, because that's an annoying problem. But at least
really
it was
cool.
fixable.
I'm gonna post it to the Facebook comment where this came up, because it's really funny.
Oh, did you catch it?
Yeah, I got it just in time, right before. Here, let me. It looks like that. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, so you were saying you shouldn't play this game because it's cursed and you're gonna die.
Yeah, this computer that I just built this year, which, by the way, I should tell you the wonders of this computer. So first I was trying to build this computer in one case, which I had to modify in order to put the cooler in, and I still couldn't fit the cooler in, so I was like, fuck, now I gotta buy a new case. So I bought another cheap case. I'm going cheap cases here. So I'm going second cheap case. Okay, this time I've got a case that's built for the kind of cooling system that I've got, and I put it in and I screw it in, and I had worked these screws on the modified case so much that I'd ruined the fucking one of the screw holes.
No. Yep.
But yeah,
Strip
now I'm
screw hole.
Yeah, now I'm putting this new computer together, but finally get things running, and I'm trying to close the lid, and it's like the cooling unit's too thick, so the lid won't properly close, so I've got elastic band around the computer. If I ever need to move it somewhere, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. But yeah, so that's annoying.
Yeah.
But at least I know I got
don't move it.
I got a thick cooling unit, so
I heard that the audio is good. My homie got back to me. The audio is much better now. Yeah.
Okay, we'll see how it is comparative to the game audio.
Yeah.
So,
Let them know the game's coming in.
do we have? Can I see how many? If we have any viewers? We have 2 viewers on Twitch. One of whom is a spam bot. Possibly?
Those are always. That's always very disruptive, right? Like sometimes there's people you don't know are there. Those are only the people who are in the chat. So like right now, my homie, I know that they're watching. They're the person who just became the 3, but they're not in the chat because they're watching on their TV. It's very deceptive. We run this stream that has probably about 100 to 120 people in the chat once a month for the Dungeon Synth stuff that we do, and it. Routinely, the numbers are actually higher than that, but that's just people who are watching on devices that don't have access to the chat. I'm learning about this Twitch stuff, homie. It's like it's a whole ecosystem. Yeah. Like the gamification of our hanging out is complete with something like Twitch, right? It's like every interaction, here's the hype train, throw some bits. It's like a gaming strip club. It's so weird. Like, make that left block pop.
Yeah. So I think what we're gonna do is, as soon as somebody in chat says start creating the character, we'll start creating.
Yeah.
I think since you're the guest on this episode, I think you should get the honors of naming this character.
Okay.
But according to the same system of naming, which is contrast.
Okay,
Please
so
log in to access your profile.
let's go with Augustus. Let's make it classic, Roman.
That'll work.
Yeah.
Augustus Shepard.
So it's funny not having watched this game or played this game or knowing anything about this game except for 2 things. The name Shepard, which I know, and I know what they look like because, I go to cons and people role play, cosplay.
Data corruption detected.
And then the other thing, data corruption, that's not good.
Please.
And the other thing is everybody compares the new Star Trek Discovery to Mass Effect. So that's the only thing I know about Mass Effect.
Free service history.
Oh, right. You get to choose different classes here.
Okay.
So, these are backstories, I guess. So, the Spacer one is, both your parents were in the Alliance military. Your childhood was spent on ships and stations as they transferred from posting to posting, never staying in one location for more than a few years. Following in your parents' footsteps, you enlisted at the age of 18. Colonist. You were born and raised on Mindwar, a small border colony in the Attican Traverse. When you were 16 slavers raided Mindor, slaughtering your family and friends. You were saved by a passing Alliance patrol, and you enlisted with the military a few years later. And then the third one is Earthborn. You were an orphan raised on the streets of the great megatropolises covering Earth. Is it
well done?
Megatropolis?
No, you killed it. I would have fallen flat on my face.
I think the game is wrong. I think it's Megatropolis is the plural of Megatropolis, because the plural of Nemesis is Nemesis.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm willing to buy it.
The great megatropolis covering Earth. You escaped the life of petty crime and underworld gangs by enlisting with the Alliance military when you turned 18.
So all three of them are pretty much bootlickers. Like they owe their entire life to the Alliance.
Yeah. That's where it starts.
That's interesting. So I feel like one of my favorite things is when it comes to sci-fi and shit is I love the Heinlein stuff. I love the Asimov stuff. The real like nitty gritty, like, the drama is that if this dome cracks, we all die. Space is just trying to kill us constantly. It's like gravity turned up a million notches, right? Like it's just constantly working. And so I love the colonist idea, right? Because a spacer, it's like we got ships, we go places. We're a space, we're a space vagabond. And Earthborn, it's like, I started in the slums, and it's all, they're cool tropes. But the colonist, to me, that's like your pure sci-fi, right? Your Asimov. You're like, you know what? Like, we just think it's so frigging dope to take and tame a planet that we're willing to consistently 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, whatever the fuck that means, wherever we are, willing to let space try and crush us under the weight of our own glass dome. I'm gonna go with colony.
That is a very good. There's a very good justification. I'm with you.
Profile.
Okay.
So now we have psychological profile. Sole survivor. During your service, a mission you were on went horribly wrong. Trapped in an extreme survival situation, you had to overcome physical torments and psychological stresses that would have broken most people. You survived while all those around you fell, and now you alone are left to tell the tale. We have War Hero. Early in your military career, you found yourself facing an overwhelming enemy force. You risked your own life to save your fellow soldiers and defeat the enemy despite the impossible odds. Your bravery and heroism have earned you medals and recognition from the Alliance fleet. And then Ruthless. Throughout your military career, you have held fast to one basic rule: get the job done. You've been called cold, calculating, and brutal. Your reputation for ruthless efficiency makes your fellow soldiers wary of you. But when failure is not an option, the military always goes to you first.
Man, I feel like a chump going with Soul Survivor, but the other ones just sound so contrary to a personality I can vibe with.
Yeah, I'm thinking that all of these feel very sort of kind of trite.
Yeah, well, I think that they're leaning into each trope. This feels a little bit like the game Traveler, the tabletop RPG Traveler.
I have never played Traveler. I'm gonna give you my tabletop history. I have watched D&D. I have watched Pathfinder.
Traveler's really rare. So,
I have listened to a little bit of Shadowrun.
Oh, that's cool. So we should play games together at some point. We should, I should get you in a D&D game I'm throwing together soon.
I didn't mention one thing. I am running a game on Discord that is based on rules that I've made up, that I'm making up as I go.
Well, it's the same thing.
It's fun. But I've never actually played an official RPG other than like a one sheet type of thing. That's like one session type of stuff.
That's fine. So, Traveler, the game that I was talking about with regards to the tabletop stuff, it's one of the first games besides Cyberpunk that really had a life path generation built into it. And the way that you make a Traveler character is unique because you basically have you muster out of the military is the first assumption, which is obviously why it's so reminiscent of this, right? You muster out of the military, and when you do that, you you basically roll your dice and you choose a career path. You can either be a scout or you can be an army guy, like a security, or any number of different paths you can take in your civilian life after you leave the army. Or you can choose to stay in, and if you choose to stay in, you can keep going as long as you want to with that in 4-year stints, and every time you do it you get more skills. So your life path your character generation actually advances you forward through your life from the year when you turn 18 all the way to when you turn 60 if you're lucky. You make these survival rolls every time, and you can keep getting skills, right? Eventually, your dexterity goes down and things like that. That's all built in. So you can die in character creation, but you can also, so it's like this kind of risk and reward mini game at the beginning of any given traveler, party getting put together. That is kind of fascinating, and like it's just like this, where you muster out of the military and you keep going. And like I was gonna say, it's what Firefly is based on. Joss Whedon had a college game that he of Traveler that he kind of like let inspire the Firefly.
I actually never heard that. Okay, so
anyway,
Soul Survivor.
There it is. Yeah, they're all the tropes. You're 100% right. That's the short way of saying it. You're 100% right, Vince. They're all fucking tropes.
Yeah. So let's see. We got soldier. Soldiers are combat specialists, ideal for the front lines of a firefight. Soldiers get improved health, can train in the use of all weapon types, start with the ability to use medium armor, and can specialize in heavy armor. We have engineer. Engineers are tech specialists. Using the holographic Omni tool, they can decrypt security systems, repair or modify technical equipment, disrupt enemy weapons or shields, and heal their squad. Engineers can only use light armor and can only receive weapons training with pistols. Adepts are biotic specialists. Through upgradable implants, they can use biotic powers to lift or throw objects, shield the squad, and disable or destroy enemies. Adepts can only use light armor and can only receive weapons training with pistols. Infiltrators combine combat and tech abilities to specialize in killing or disabling enemies at long range. Infiltrators are trained to use Omni tools, focusing on decryption and defensive abilities rather than healing. They can use pistols or sniper rifles and medium armor. Sentinels combine biotic and tech abilities. Typically, they use biotic abilities and advanced healing skills to defend allies, though they can also disrupt opponents with biotic or tech attacks. They are more efficient at tech and biotics than other classes, but at the expense of combat. Sentinels can only use light armor and receive no advanced weapon training. And vanguards are biotic warriors. They combine biotics and weapons to take down opponents and are especially deadly at short range. They use pistols and shotguns and can specialize in medium armor.
I want to be an engineer. I don't know. Maybe maybe it's because I'm a nerd, but that just feels the most natural for Augustus here.
Okay. Augustus Shepard is an engineer. Change appearance. Here we get to the... Let's just stop on a random starting point. There we go. Okay. Facial structure. These are the facial structures.
I'm not... Wow, that... Huh. I don't know how to choose this. I usually just smash the default character. Like I'm so not picky when it comes to this specific thing. But let's see how extreme we can make it all look.
Oh,
like how
for extreme.
Like how. Yeah, okay. how like what is the widest face? There, look like a couple back.
This one might be the widest.
Okay.
This one, it might be. This one, or this one. This one, or this one.
That one.
This one?
One back.
This one.
There you go.
Okay. We got skin tones.
I feel like I feel like the palest it gets is super unnatural. Like that person right there looks like they're a victim of the Oblivion vampirism bug. That's like that is. I'm not talking shit either, by the way. I'm just. It looks a little unnatural. Let's go right down the middle here. You know, it just
there is no middle.
Yeah. Of course they did that to you. It's like I'm just trying to. I like that.
Okay,
that's fine. Complexion. Ooh, that one looks the worst.
This one?
Yeah.
Go with that one?
Yeah. Let's see, and let's scar her up real good.
We got the eyebrow scar. We got the slash across the face. We got the cheek scars.
That slash across the face is wonderful.
Slash across the face? Okay. Scar. Okay. And we see head here. Neck thickness. I'm guessing either thinnest or widest. Thinnest would be the most contrast with the face width. And widest would be the most, I guess, extreme. So which one's the most extreme?
Let's go with the thinnest because that looks silly. And let's see if we can crank the face size. See what that looks like. Yeah.
That is a jawline right there.
Yeah, cheek width up through the roof. Like big head, small neck right now is what we're going for.
This is such a tiny difference.
Yeah, I know.
They couldn't make this a little more
little more effective.
Yeah, because it's you can barely tell there's any difference at all. But I guess we're going with wide. And then this one, what's this? Oh, this is the cheek gaunt. We can make it. Oh, this is a little wider, and this is a little like pulled in.
I can't even tell what's happening.
It's like it's like the back of the cheek is like, it's the angle of it's. I don't even know how to. It's like this is a little bonier.
I'm gonna defer to your judgment on this one.
Are we going bony or fleshy on this one?
Bony, I guess.
Okay.
When in doubt, go bone.
Okay, so ear size. We got tiny. We got
tiny ears. Tiny ears is the funniest.
Okay, tiny ears. Ears orientation. We got.
That's personal.
Pulled in, and we got pulled out a little bit.
Pulled in is the silliest, I think.
Like this?
Yeah, there you go. It's not that silly, man. I would. So I play this game, Reign of Kings, and you can change some of the settings. It's like a DayZ but medieval.
Yeah.
And like, you could make these like crazy long arms if you change the max arm length in the engine. So me and my friends just walking around with like these like giant calves. Like, oh my god, it's so silly. I want that.
Yeah,
that's fine.
The character create. This is one of the early like detailed character creation things that I remember being in a game.
I think that the categories are right, but I just want to see them, more drastic.
Because then you see stuff like Saints Row where they like go extreme with it. But this was before that, I think. So like. This was before you could really go extreme with the character design.
So was that all just head?
What?
That was all just the head category?
Yeah, and now we're on eyes.
Wow, that's fucking nightmare fuel, dog. just go back and forth on that. Jesus Christ.
Okay, so we got these eyes.
Looking at me.
We've got these eyes.
Yeah, there you go.
We got these eyes.
Yeah.
These eyes. These are sad. These eyes. We got these eyes. These eyes. These eyes. These eyes. We can also change the eye height. So like.
You know what's not
these
fair
ones seem
is
like
that
they're a bit high up.
They don't let you play the game with the eye type just changing the whole time. That would be amazing. I would play that game so much.
Just animated eyes.
Just like that. Just like you dragging the slider. You know, I don't really care too much. They're not letting us go as crazy as I want to go with changing the appearance and making it into just a strange face.
Yeah, it's a bit limited.
Yeah.
For sure. But these are some weird eyes. Just
Yeah,
because
those
of
are
the-
some weird eyes.
Just because of how old this this model is.
That must have been mind-blowingly, Oh, you're playing this on the PC, obviously. So yeah, this must have been really good graphics. So this was back in 2008 or something, you say?
2007, I think it came out, but I don't know if the PC version came out in 2007 or 2008. Because I think it came out on console first, and then it came out on PC, and they removed controller support on the PC version, which is absurd to me. Like, why would you we're gonna make this game for console, and we gotta make a PC version. Let's remove controller support so that you have to play it with a. But you know what nerds did? They modded it. So now I'm playing it with a controller.
Nerds gonna nerd.
Yeah. Are we going big eyes? Or are we going? Like I find it hard to design a character to look human because I think everybody looks fine.
Yeah, no, I have the same thing. I'm like, you know what, this is fine. That's why I usually just smash through it. Is I don't want to. Let's go see if there's anything cool in makeup. I don't do makeup all the time, so that's fun for me to give that a shot.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna shift these around a little bit. Okay, we get to choose.
Whoa! We get some eyes stuff. There were some green eyes, like super green.
I can't really tell because I've got flux on. What happens if I turn off flux so that I can see what color these are? Oh crap! I just tried to move it in the.
Whoa! The whole world is moving.
Let's see. Here it is. Okay. Okay. So which ones are green? Oh, these are green. Are we going with green?
Yeah. Some
or were
really
there other
bright
green ones? These ones are brighter.
There you go. That's the ones I like.
Yeah, I could not see that these were green because I had the flux on to keep the color from keeping me awake. Let's see. The jaw. Oh, there's more jaw stuff.
Oh, look, yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about.
So do we want the
There you go. I like the low chin.
Yeah, this is the
right?
the I call it the Launchpad McQuack.
Take the chin width and blow that out too.
What about the depth?
That's good. Yeah, there we go.
A lot of chin. Yeah, this is
lot
a chin worthy of a Star Trek captain.
Yep.
And then we jaw width.
They should just have a model of Mulgrew.
So bony
Kate Mulgrew.
or
there you go.
wide.
I like that.
Okay.
Flesh it out a little bit.
Okay. And then mouth shape. Got a few different mouth shapes here.
I mean, I think the Launchpad McQuack vibe is we should just lean into that as hard as we can.
That would be this one, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And then mouth depth. I mean, if we're going Launchpad McQuack, we need a little bit of a beak, right? A little bit of a bill.
Yeah.
Mouth width. Lip size.
That's how you drink from all those weird alien glasses when you're in the pub. Oh, I like that. There you go. Mouth height up. There you go. Right there.
There we go. Now
Lana Del Launchpad McQuack.
Yeah. Now we're starting to look a bit Launchpad here. Let's see. Can we get a good nose?
Oh, no.
Nose? I really can't tell a good nose from a bad nose. I have no idea what a nose is
Leave it
supposed to
right
look
there.
like.
That's it. Right there. That's the nose.
This is the nose?
You're on it. That's great.
Close to the mouth?
There you go. No. All the way down. All the way down.
Close to the mouth. Okay.
Yes. All right.
Nose
there
depth. Out or in?
Oh, in. Definitely in. Yeah.
Okay. Hair. Okay.
I feel like a jerk, but that's nightmare fuel.
Let's go through the haircuts here. We got the very short hair. We got the standard. We got the 90s R&B.
No, that looks like Augustus. That's like that is
It's a little bit
that
of
is
a
a
Caesar dude,
Roman
yeah.
haircut.
And then
that,
we have-
if that was a statue.
Then we have the,
That
the
would- that
side
would
part,
totally-
and we have the bun, and we have the whatever this is, the stringy side part, I guess, and the other bun. There's two buns apparently, and the other bun, and the other bun.
Yes.
And the
Ponytail.
short ponytail. So I guess we're going with the Augustus.
Yeah. The Augustus. This is Augustus.
This is the closest to a Caesar dude that we find here. Oh wait, and we got hair color. We got blonde. We got dirty blonde.
I like that.
We got
Unless
very
we have
red.
gray available. If we have gray available, like a statue.
This
But
one's
no,
that's
gray.
kind of a black color. But we got
I like-
blonde.
I like the one that matches the skin tone as close as possible.
this one?
So it almost looks like a statue. Oh, I wonder if now we can go back, right there.
This
And now let's see if we can go back and match that skin tone.
Oh, that's an idea. See head.
And,
No, that's not head. Is it? Here it is.
there it is.
Skin tone. Wait. What did I do?
facial structure, evidently.
Yep. How do I? There. Skin tone.
No, I guess the other direct. Yeah.
This
There you go.
This one's about the same-ish, unless there was a hair color that was closer.
That's
to
a
this.
little closer. Yeah. Could be. Ooh. Going to that bronzer hair. Now I want to go back to the skin tone, and I think you might be able to get closer to that.
Okay.
Oh no, I guess
No,
it
that was the
doesn't-
darkest one. Okay. So is this?
That's
is this,
fine right there.
Is
Yeah.
this what we're doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
that looks like a bronze statue.
Yeah. Okay. So we were doing hair, brow. We got
No brows.
serious. We got a lot of brow. We got.
There was a no brow.
Was there no brow?
Thought there was, or was it just because it was flipping so fast? Yeah, right there.
No brow.
No
Okay.
brow.
Okay. That's a look.
Okay.
Brow color, obviously no brow color because there's no brow.
I mean, it's
Makeup. Here we go. Blush
Yeah.
color.
Ooh, I like that. Like accentuate the cheekbones.
This
very
one or this one?
very Augustus. Yeah, there
Or
it
this
is.
one.
That one.
Okay. Lip color.
Ooh. Ooh. I mean that one or the darker one.
I guess this one is closest to the skin tone.
Yeah,
So that
it's
would
true.
be the
That'd be
bronze
consistent. with the-
statue theme. And the eyeshadow. Oh,
Oh, whoa. There it is. That's killer.
that's
Yeah,
Augustus. Okay. And then finalize.
Yeah.
We have our Augustus.
Profile reconstruction
Augustus
complete.
Shepherd.
No brows, otherwise known as the Whoopi Goldberg, says El Bucho 80 in chat. Yeah. So this is Augustus Shepherd, who is a colonist, sole survivor, engineer.
Mm-hmm.
Identification confirmed.
Okay, combat difficulty. Casual, normal, veteran. Well, I'm not gonna do veteran because I'm a bad gamer. So either casual or normal. Are we gonna make this easy on me, or
Go
are we
with
gonna
normal.
make this normal?
Go with
on me?
normal. I wanna watch you lose sometimes.
Okay, auto level up. Squad only, because I don't feel like going through leveling up the whole time. Or maybe
I don't even know what that means.
it. Auto level up means whenever you level up, it just picks what you get. Whereas otherwise, you got to go through a bunch of menus and pick what you get when you level up.
It's your call, man.
Yeah,
You know?
I did not enjoy going through menus that much, so I think maybe I'll go with squad and player this time.
Sounds good.
Because last time I was just going through the menus and going through menus and like,
Yeah, it turned into tedious. It might not. Yeah.
yeah, I don't want to do homework. I want to play a game. Target assist.
Mm-hmm.
Normal seems fair, right?
Yeah.
because I'm bad at aiming. You know, the number one thing that I'm bad at in games is aiming while getting shot at. That's like the thing that makes me not like games. Because whenever I'm in a situation where I'm getting shot at and I'm trying to aim, do not enjoy that. And if it happens for too long and I keep dying and I keep dying and I keep dying while trying to aim and they're just shooting at me, I'm like, at a certain point, I'm just like, I'm done with this game and I'm not gonna finish it.
So have you ever heard of turn-based games? You might like turn-based games.
The turn-based games that I've played are Pokemon Blue and Worms Armageddon. That's a turn-based game.
Okay. Have you ever seen the game that Worms is based on? It's called Scorched Earth.
Yeah,
it's from the 80s.
I played that as a kid before.
Yeah,
Worms.
me too.
So yeah, Scorched Earth. You're a little tiny tank made of pixels.
Yeah.
And you shoot at another tank, and it's super,
I love that game so much.
It's good, but it took me a long time to figure out the menus. Cause guess what? I'm Swedish. Game is not. So
yeah.
When I was a kid, my English was not good enough for that game for quite a while. So eventually, I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna try to guess what these things are, and this I kind of know what it means, and I'm gonna because it's so many weapons you gotta go through before you can start playing. But
I played the German version of this game that was actually like Wheel of Fortune, and it was the most impossible thing when I was a kid, because I used to get those you'd buy these from these sort of like, you know, just paper things, right? These folded like 8.5 by 11 leaflets would have like floppy disks you'd buy, and it would have like 100 games on a floppy disk, but they're all just like, you know, pirated games or shareware games, and I would get like piles and piles of foreign language games or games that were super obscure, and that was on one of them. And then I figured out how there's a text file. I was like 12 or whatever. I figured out how to go in and change the things that people say when their tank blows up. So, you know, it'd be like, I'm not long for this earth, ha 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 ha. You obviously wouldn't know what the fuck they were saying, but, you know, it would be a sentence.
I would know some of those words.
Yeah, exactly. Some of them, right? And I would have and I would go in there and I would change it, and I would just make it all like, you know, anything you can imagine a 12-year-old putting in there as like ha 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 ha. And then like my mom caught me playing the game and was like, why is it swearing and stuff? And I was like, it came like that, Mom. And she was like, that's nonsense. She's like, I played this game first the other day. They weren't saying that stuff. I'm like, oh no, busted. But then she was like, how'd you do it? Yeah. And I went through and I showed her how I did it, and she was pumped.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing you got to focus on, is you did something.
Yeah, exactly. Look at me now, Mom. I'm on the internet talking shit with my homies across the ocean playing video games. My mom was my grandmother.
Oh.
So I was raised by my grandparents. So like, she could not imagine the world that we're living in right now.
Yeah.
Like, just cannot fathom it, having been born in 1935.
Yeah, because what are we doing on the typewriter TV?
Yeah, exactly. I can't imagine how scary the world's gonna be for me. Like, I don't want to make this like a 70-year endeavor. That sounds tedious, you know. But if the good Lord is not merciful, and I make it to like 80, I can't imagine what this planet's gonna be like. Sorry, I know that's not what we're here for.
I mean, it's already gotten pretty weird, so...
Yeah, I'm saying, like, and in a very short period of time, my guy. Yeah. Like, my homie. Like, it was just, like, a couple years ago, we found out you could plug a phone into a computer. Yeah. By my perspective, right? Like, it was not that long ago. And now we've got, like, farms of people in cubicles taking down entire nations by buying specific advertisements. What has happened? It's so bizarre.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's gotten weird. It's
That's it. You're onto something, Shane. This is off kilter when you look around.
yeah. Scorched Earth. Let's see. Squad power
Yeah.
usage active determines which skills and talent squad members will use in combat. So there's disabled, there's defense only, and there's active for squad power usage, which is.
I don't know what any of that means.
Me neither. I don't even remember this being a thing.
So then I feel like active is what we want. Oh, I'm guessing there's something called a squad power, and how does it get used?
Or it's the power usage of the squad. How much power the squad uses? Like,
yeah. It's like you've got I don't know. This could be you've got a squad and they have a finite amount of power and you want to know how much they use, or it could be a power the squad has and how that's utilized.
If squad power usage is disabled, does that mean that the squad can use infinite power because it doesn't use it up? Or does it mean that they can't use powers? Like,
it seems like a very, very important thing to not have a fucking clue about when you're making the character.
Yeah. And I mean, it would be helpful if chat could tell us.
Yeah, they may know what the actual fucking.
Yeah. Squad power usage. Squad power usage. I don't know. Active was that I think that was what it automatically said. Subtitles yes, autosave yes. I might go with Can I get to the accept button, or do I have to click it? I got to click it.
That's that sick ass mod, yeah.
Well, what about Shepard? She grew up in the colonies.
She knows how tough life can be out there. Her parents were killed when slavers attacked Mindwar.
You hear that voice?
She saw her whole unit die on
That's
a cruise.
Keith David.
She could have some serious emotional scars.
Every soldier has scars. Shepard's a survivor.
Oh, I feel like they should have put a de-esser on
We
these
want protecting the
voice
galaxy.
acting.
I think it might be my compressor forcing it up as well.
I'll make the call.
So that might be it, because I've got a compressor on OBS.
Gotcha.
In the year 2148, explorers on Mars discovered the remains of an ancient spacefaring civilization. In the decades that followed, these mysterious artifacts revealed startling new technologies, enabling travel to the furthest stars. The basis for this incredible technology was a force that controlled the very fabric of space and time, and I can't finish reading it.
Wow, that's like that does seem. I didn't even get through it, but you know what's interesting about that? So it's 2148, so that's like 100 years from now, 120 years from now. 128 exactly, and we still don't have interstellar travel, right? But we get advanced real fast along the timeline because of some antique stuff that we discover.
Yeah, because someone already built the Mass Effect. Yeah. The relays, or whatever.
All stations secure for transit.
And that's Seth Green as the pilot.
Yeah, nobody had to figure out how to do warp travel. They just stumbled into it.
Yeah.
Approach run has begun.
So from the colony to the line.
Hitting the relay in 3,
That's what the
2,
relay looks like.
1.
So so ships can't warp on their own necessarily. They use these relays to get to do space-time stuff. Oh, interesting. More like Farscape.
Yeah, it's like a hyperspace bypass.
Yes.
Drift.
Why is this like a clover leaf? It doesn't even have to be like that. Like,
100 is good. Your captain will be.
we've just always made them that way.
I hate that guy. Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead, so that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
Ooh, dialogue options.
Ooh, are we in command right now?
I don't remember if we're in command yet. We're gonna be in command. I don't know if we are yet. I think we're maybe.
Well, let's act like we're in command and tell them to cut the chatter. That's not what we're here for. The mission is what we need to pay attention to.
I think I might be above the pilot rank.
Commander. That's right.
Yeah.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network.
Like I'm saying, if you want to have a drink after work and talk about like the finer details of what we do and don't give a fuck about, I'm here for that. But right now, you know, like we're in the middle of space.
Meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
Heads up.
You get that, Commander?
In case you didn't know, we're in space.
And then of course now here I am talking shit. I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say I heard.
I'm on my way.
Is it me or does the captain always sound a little pissed off?
Only one talking to you, Joker.
Oh, this is a little choppy. I think maybe I can do something about that. I gotta turn the film grain off. This looks stupid. Can I get to the menu? Settings. I'm gonna turn off this film grain because it looks so stupid. Graphics. Let's see. Can we do something about... I'm gonna lower the texture detail as well because it's a little choppy. I am streaming. It is an old game, but I may have overestimated my capacity here. Filtering mode. Film grain. No. Motion blur. No. For now. See if that runs a little smoother. Saving content. Okay. Can we get back to the... Get back to the game, please. Resume. Oh, I gotta go back and forth between the controller and the mouse. That's... Press the left stick to move your character. Oh, thanks. Thanks for letting me know. It is still a bit choppy here. I wonder if there's anything else I can adjust to fix that. Graphics. Let's see. Particle effects. Medium. Dynamic shadows. No. Texture detail. Medium. Filtering mode. I'm going with linear. What about now? Is that smooth enough for this choppy game? How is this old game this choppy? It's got to be OBS that's slowing it down. Cause I've got a graphics card. That's a little better.
That's not bad.
Oh, that is not good.
We're getting dragged right along with him.
Relax, Presley. You're gonna give yourself an ulcer.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
I don't want to blow the spot. I'm gonna say he wants to see me. That's how I'd go with it.
Update right now.
Always feel free, like you could veto me.
Maybe he'll finally tell you what we're really doing out here.
Let's see. Do we want?
I feel like we've been a hard ass so far. We could, just do your job would be the most consistent thing. But I don't know.
No basis,
I already picked it.
Just follow the orders given.
Understood, Commander.
Yeah, that's fucking right, homeboy. Pay attention to the mission.
If there's anyone else we can talk to.
There's something Nihilus isn't telling us about this mission.
Oh, that's the doctor, I think.
Crazy.
If I remember correctly.
In charge here. He wouldn't take orders.
Oh, it says that.
Not his choice, Doc. Spectres don't answer to anyone. They can do whatever they want. Kill anyone who gets in their way.
Oh, you watch too many spy vids.
What is a Spectre?
That's like a special ops thing,
Gotcha.
I think. I think a Spectre is someone who's like the official super badass of the galaxy or some shit. They're like they're basically like SWAT specialist times 10 or something. I don't know.
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
Exposing who's who here, doctor and the military man. So, you know, I guess I wonder why he is so pumped to kill people, and why is it that everybody salutes? Like, it is Augustus just like command that much authority? Because like if you were at work and the commander came through, you wouldn't just start fucking tossing salute. That's not a general. Right, like they're coming. Like their job is to come over and tell you to do something. Like you can't, like, you hurt your arm if you just keep all the time, like every single time she walks in. That's a little militaristic for my taste. I prefer my space exploration, you know, on the communist utopia side.
So do we tell Jenkins to relax?
Yeah, so take it down a notch. Take it down a notch, buddy.
Corporal. A good soldier sticks.
Yeah, that's right.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
Wait, we have a Spectre on board? Am I the Spectre? I don't even remember.
No, I don't think so. They wouldn't be talking shit like that.
Yeah, no, I think maybe there's a Spectre downstairs or something.
What does investigate mean in this context?
I guess we'll find out if we choose it.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, we can investigate Nihilus, the Spectres, Eden Prime. Oh, they'll tell us what a Spectre is.
Yeah, there we go. That'll help.
Only what I've heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone or in small groups. Spectres don't have any official power, though. Basically, they're a shadow organization with a mandate to preserve and protect galactic stability.
That's what they are.
They're like the Harpers. They're the Harpers from Forgotten Realms.
Spectres operate above the law.
They're the CIA.
Okay, so investigate, and let's investigate the planet that they were talking about.
There was a follow-up question there.
Oh, okay.
There are no human Spectres, and that's dangerous.
There are no human Spectres.
Why don't we have any of our own people in there?
Spectres usually come from the Council races, like the Turians. We've been trying to get a human accepted into their ranks for years now. So far, it hasn't happened.
They haven't.
Hey, Commander, you'd make a good Spectre. You're always getting dropped into impossible situations, forced to survive unbeatable odds, just like you on a cruise.
Those are bad memories, or show some respect?
Yeah, that's. I mean, what a.
Hard ass or vulnerable?
We're trying to take it down a notch, so let's take it down a notch at vulnerable. Let's get vulnerable.
Okay.
Yeah,
Try not to think about a cruise.
Sorry, Commander. I didn't mean to offend you. I respect what you did there. We all do.
Oh, hi, Steffi.
Let's not dwell on the past, Commander. Was there something
We got
else?
Steffi D in the chat. It's my partner.
Yo.
Let's see here. Do we do this one, or do we go back to investigating something else?
Why don't we investigate that first word?
What can you tell me
Nihilus.
about Nihilus?
Turians are generally well respected by the other species. Their fleet has more patrols protecting Citadel space than any other. They don't always get on well with us, though. Some people find them too rigid. Others blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only speaks to the captain.
I heard Nihilus once took down an entire enemy platoon all by himself. Man, I can't believe I'm on a mission with an actual Spectre.
Oh, I forgot to put Mass Effect under the thing on the screen. I'll do that in a moment. We just got to get through this dialogue first.
Oh yeah. Also, if you in the stream, if you've got your stream manager,
I accidentally picked a thing that we already did. Oh nope, crap! I accidentally exited.
Well, Captain's waiting for us anyway. We don't need to be sitting around lollygagging.
Yeah. It's still a bit choppy.
Yeah.
Can we? Is there anything I can do here? Settings. Should I just sacrifice all the graphics? Let's see. Particle effects. Low. Low. Point. Is that? I don't even know if that's the. I don't know which one's which. Apply.
Give that a shot.
Can we? And now I gotta click this. Resume. We'll see. It's still a bit choppy, but... And we talked to this guy already? Are we going?
Yeah.
Oh, this one won't open.
Going down to see the captain. They keep saying the word down,
yeah,
so...
I guess that's... Is this the captain?
That's not a lot down, but okay. Oh, that's the Spectre.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, that was weird.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It'll give us a chance to talk.
I'm here to talk to my captain, actually.
The captain said he'd meet me here.
He's on his way. I'm interested in this world we're going to, Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
I don't know anything about it. We forgot to ask.
I've never been there.
But you know of it. It's become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it, really?
What's the point there?
If you've got something to say, just say it.
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
Well, yeah. At this point, that is obvious.
So I knew it? Or that's obvious?
That's obvious, yeah.
I already figured that out.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
What are we picking up?
What's the payload?
Sound need to know basis.
A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
Prothean?
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
He sounds worried.
Are we expecting trouble?
I'm always expecting trouble.
There's more, Shepard. Nihilus isn't just here for the beacon. He's also here to evaluate you.
Why?
What's going on, Captain?
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
Not many could have survived what you went through on Akuz. You showed a remarkable will to live. a particularly useful talent. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Well, I don't know. Ask the captain what he thinks.
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
What is the investigation?
Protheans, Eden Prime, Beacon.
Eden Prime.
I'd like to know
supposed to
more
be
about
some
Eden
sort
Prime
of.
before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
Sounds important. One more investigation. What was the beacon?
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology. Even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars...
So the Protheans are the ancients.
That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
That's a good point. What are the wrong hands, though?
The Attican Traverse isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
The Attican Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
They're called the Terminus systems.
Yeah, that's a curious decision on purpose.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you could make it anything, and you like, I when I was writing my novel, my sort of like fantasy novel, I ran into that a lot, where I was like, okay, I need to name a character. What am I gonna name it? And then I would like come up with these really cool names, and I was like, that's fucking impossible to say. Like, when I read that, I can't say it in my head. So like, I started like leaning towards just putting together letters I knew like sounded good with vowels I knew sounded good, and just kind of making those chunks move around instead of just coming up with something out of nowhere.
But like,
always like
Terminus, that makes me think terminal, and it makes me think death, and it's basically like Sinestro, like naming it just like, oh, the scary thing.
Oh yeah, so right. That's I guess that's another layer. It's it might as well be the terminal system, except that then you get confused with it. A terminal, right? Yeah. Sci-fi, sci-fi problems. First world sci-fi problems.
So are we ready?
Well, I mean, let's get it done. Yeah, let's get it fucking popping.
We should be close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
Oh.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Guy's name's Joker.
Up on screen.
Yeah, it's a nickname.
This is totally out of character for how serious everything. This is Star Trek as shit, huh?
Get down!
Yeah, but they have the screen in the back.
Yeah. Well, it looks like this is the bridge. This is smarter than Star Trek bridges. Star Trek puts their bridge like right up on the top. Like, why would you do that, right? This is like down inside the ship where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's not like it needs to be in the front.
Yeah, it shouldn't be in the front. It should be in the heart, you know. Wild. Well, that doesn't look like it's going well.
No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5. Status report.
It's a glove.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Someone lost a glove. Happens all the time.
Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
And it's always the same hand.
Team can move quickly without paying attention.
You never like lose one and then you lose another and then you have a pair. Like,
grab your.
Yeah, they always lose the right hand.
Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
So I don't entirely understand what all of that meant, right? Like, was that on that planet, Eden Prime?
Engaging stealth systems.
I don't remember. It's space stuff. It's complex stuff.
Whatever. It'll take us where we need to go.
It'll sink in.
Your team's the muscle in this operation,
We'll get
Commander.
the hang of it.
Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you're coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I will radio silence.
You can count on us.
You can count on us?
Yeah.
We've got his back, Captain.
The mission's yours now, Shepard.
I mean, we're gonna be bootlickers. We're gonna be bootlickers. Like, let's lean into it, you know.
Point 2.
Okay, now I'm gonna pause and I'm gonna before I forget, I'm gonna put the words on the screen. Activity properties, and I'm gonna type in Mass Effect. There
it is.
Current waste of time, Mass Effect. There we go. And then we resume. There we go. Okay. So now we're on a mission of some sort. We're not going down there. Or are we? Where are we going?
This place got hit hard.
It is playing choppier than it did on my old computer.
Keep your guard up.
Back in 2007.
What the hell are those?
But I wasn't live streaming, so.
Yeah. See Jenkins. Oh God, where are here?
What are those?
Yeah, looks like just like a cauliflower.
Well, I can't put the gun away now that I'm. I don't know how to put the gun away. That's weird.
Yeah, it feels like this is more of a tricorder situation than a phaser rifle situation.
Yeah. And I don't believe they have stun, which I think sucks. Because I was trying to play this game as ethical as possible the first time. And anytime I was like put in a situation where like you can't progress in this game unless you shoot at things, I'm like, why don't I have non-lethal rounds then?
Yeah, that's what I always tend to do, right? It's like my first playthrough of any game tends to match my own ethical standing. I make all of my decisions I make through the lens of how I view the actual world. And then like subsequent playthroughs, I'll just be like, I'm gonna be a prick this time. You know what I mean? They're like, whatever, you know, and just kind of lean into it.
Yeah. Oh, these are some bodies. They are dead.
Quite dead.
Yeah. I'm getting better.
Oh.
Oh, here they are. Oh. Where is anything happening? Okay. So now I'm supposed to shoot at things while getting shot at.
While they're shooting at you, yeah, there you go.
The thing that I don't like doing. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna get any of these.
You got one already, didn't you?
I don't know. I don't know if that was me. Might have been one of my crewmates. You've gained a level. I leveled up. I shot at a thing. Select a talent to spend. Oh. Select each squad member. I thought this was gonna be automatic. Deploy. Okay.
Yeah, it probably is. Just making the decisions for you because you got 0 points.
Okay,
Looks like
good.
it put them.
Okay, good. So do I just hit back, or do I look at what happened to the other people? This is Caden. He's the token white guy. And yeah, okay, that's it. Okay. And then one walks. What direction was I going in? I don't know.
You were heading towards the big thing.
Oh yeah, that beacon. I don't know what these things are. What is happening? Oh, there's more of these friggin' things. Oh. Oh, I got it.
I've got some burn.
There you go. You just crushed him.
A lot of bodies.
Apparently.
I'm gonna check it out. I'll try to catch up with you at the dig site.
Medpacks? Hi, Calorie.
So then, when this big ship that's like sort of planted into the ground that you're going to, that is the dig site over here. That's some ancient technology. That's interesting.
Take cover.
The ancients is a concept from travel.
Yeah.
And it's the same sort of thing. They have these weird artifacts that usually have like super duper advanced technology that's been buried for a really long time. You know?
It's one of those classic tropes. Pops up in various things. Ancient aliens. If they're not on Earth, they're out there.
Right.
Somebody did something at some point that we haven't been able to do yet.
Well, it just stands to reason that if you have a whole bunch of people trying to do things in any given iteration of that, when they're not connected in knowledge, right, there's going to be some things that don't happen every time a civilization exists.
So,
right?
What's the name of the main character from the Evil Dead franchise?
Oh, oh my god.
His name is Ash, but what's his last name?
Ash. I don't remember.
Yeah, somebody in chat, if there is anyone in chat, should tell us. That would be helpful. Because I believe that character we just saw has the exact same name.
Oh, that's funny. I'll look it up.
Yeah, I think it's Ashley Williams.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, ma'am?
Ash Williams, yeah.
Yeah, so, what are we choosing here?
Oh, what's up? Say, what happened here?
Give me a status report.
Nice and neutral.
Oh, man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Fighting these things?
Any idea what kind of enemy we're facing?
I think they're Geth.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
Oh wow. Probably take her along. Does she have a weapon?
So join us?
Yeah.
We could use your help, Williams.
Aye, aye, ma'am. It's time for payback.
One eye is fine. I don't know if you've read the handbook, but one eye.
We can investigate Geth Beacon before the attack in Nihilus.
Yeah, I mean, let's start with Geth, I guess.
What else do you know about the Geth?
Just what I remember from history class back in school. They're synthetics, non-organic life forms with limited AI programming, created by the Quarians a few centuries ago. They were supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but ended up turning on the Quarians and drove them into exile. After that, they just kind of disappeared behind the Perseus Veil. Nobody's really heard much from them since.
So it was a slave uprising.
Gotcha. Yeah. I guess she was fucking with the beacon. See what she has to say about that.
Tell me everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins and the beacon. Suddenly, every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon itself, but I heard one of the researchers say this could be the biggest scientific discovery of the century.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
Describe what happened leading up to the attack.
We were sent out a couple of nights ago from the main colony to secure the area. Seemed like a routine patrol until the Geth hit us. We never knew they were coming.
Have you seen a Turian Spectre around here?
Such a shame.
There aren't any Turians on Eden Prime. None that I've ever met. Not sure I'd be able to tell if one was a Spectre anyway.
If you saw this guy, you'd know. Carries enough firepower to wipe out a whole platoon. Luckily, he's on our side.
Sorry. Like I said, no Turians.
Luckily, he's on our side.
Yeah. I'm sure that's not foreshadowing at all.
I'm sure that's his real voice.
Yes.
I'm sure he really talks like that.
It's guaranteed. I'll tell you something, Commander. This guy right here, he's really making me nervous.
Got some crap. Okay. Okay. I don't know. Okay. Let's see here. What do we got here?
Stuff and things.
Oh. Was that the wrong button? Oh, I managed to put the gun away. Crate open. There we go. Scorpion 1. I don't know what that is. Okay. Radioactive rounds or hammerhead rounds? Are these options or are we getting both of them? I don't know. Both maybe. Was there anything else around here? That we could
Doesn't
go
look like
for?
there's much doing here.
Okay. What direction was I going in?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I got turned around. Is this where we came from or where we go?
Okay, run to the waypoint to take cover behind the rock. Oh, I guess the waypoint is probably on the map, huh?
Shields down!
I'm a really good shot.
There you go.
You know, I'd rather not be shooting at these Geth, you know? But the game is forcing me to.
I mean, it seems to me like, yeah, being able to interrupt them in some technical capacity would be a fun twist, right? Like, make it so that you can use your engineering ability to take them over.
Yeah,
and
put them on pause.
Maybe you have to do a little mini game or something that is a little bit like shooting, right?
This is the dig site.
But
the beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to
There
say.
are like hacking
Maybe we'll
mini
know more after
games
we check out the
in
research camp.
Mass Effect. So I don't
but
know
I'm
why
thinking
they
like
don't-
something, even like something like shooting, right? Where it has you know, it pulls up like sort of a interface like out of a maybe an arm thing, right? And you just have to like do this and put that over there and do that and do that. You know what I mean? You could still even have the same mechanic, but like it wouldn't just be firing guns, you know.
But I believe they are some kind of a hive mind, and they're all uploaded to the thing. So like, if their bodies drop, I don't think it matters to the overall. I think they don't really care. But still, I don't know that at this point in the game.
Right, you know, it just feels wrong. They're just little AIs. Ooh, cute little AIs running around and I'm fucking genociding them all. Hey, Jesus. That's tough. What do we got? Well, I feel like we have to check for survivors. This is where that comes in. Like, we've been playing this like super bootlickery.
Yeah.
So here's what we can do. We can save the survivors, but let's make it look like what we're caring about is the mission, right?
Yeah.
Let's go there. Is what we you know.
If they were lucky.
Oh, that's fine too.
Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Okay, let's see here.
Change of plans, Shepard. There's a small spaceport.
Got a box over here.
I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
Did I already get that box? I guess so.
I don't know.
Is there anything else? Just going on a stroll. There's nothing. Oh, did not mean to do that. I don't.
Shepard's been a little on edge lately. I don't really know if he's fit for command.
Oh, first aid. I did not need to do that, but there we go.
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
It's a
I'm
good
just
place
trying to
for
figure
an
out the
ambush.
controls.
Keep your guard up.
Oh wow, that's fucking brutal as shit.
Yeah, I got some Vlad
Oh
Zepish
God, they're still alive.
style
What did the Geth do to them?
here. Press back. Grenade. Wait for time detonation. Press back again to detonate.
Back? What the? Is that a backspace?
I think it might be on the. Oh, no. I don't really know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to press. My gun overheated, I think. This guy's...
Yeah, this is not working out. This mission is going left, Commander. Yeah. It's time to...
Remember when I said I'm not good at shooting while people are shooting at me? I'm apparently not good at shooting while people are running at me either. I vaguely remember this place. Like, it looks sort of familiar. It's that weird thing where, like, I was here, like, a decade ago and some change. But...
Yeah, 13 years ago, 12 years ago, you were here?
Yeah.
I have so many places like that in the real world, too. Like, you know, where it's like, I've been to, you know, I live in the East Coast of the States, and it's like, I've been out to California a lot, but, like... Sometimes I go to places I've already been and I don't realize I've already been there until I'm like, you know, I pulled over at a gas station that I've been at before, like right off the highway, and like that is, you know, exactly a bladder's worth of distance from the place I just left and the place I'm going to. So I typically end up stopping there to pee or something, and then I'll like go in the bathroom and be like, oh my goodness, I've been in this store before. This is so foolish. Like, I didn't realize that I knew where I was, you know, that familiarity. And then sometimes it fucks with you and you're wrong, right? You're like, I felt like I've been here before, but now there's this inscrutable detail that is just totally off, and I realized I was wrong.
Yeah.
It's a kind of deja vu, right? But it's like,
I had an actual deja vu today.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I was in the kitchen.
What was it?
I was in the kitchen. I had some stream on, watching, and I thought of some lyrics, and I was like, have I thought of these lyrics before? And I was like, no. I was standing right here, and this stream was playing.
That's funny.
And it's like, no, that's a memory that is being recorded into my memory. And I just
Yeah.
Eden Prime will never be the same again.
Good talk.
Yeah. It's dark, guys. Jeez. Take it, you know.
Same again.
Oh, here we go. Here's some of that hacking I was talking about. Oh, right. This is basically Frogger.
Oh, funny. That's fun.
Yeah. Oh.
What are you doing? Except you can only go forward, huh? Oh, boom, boom, boom. There you go.
Just gotta hit the right moment.
Frogger's a classic. I don't give a fuck. I love that game.
Humans, thank the Maker.
Hurry, close the door before they come back.
Tell me what happened.
How did you end up in this shed?
We hid here during the attack. They must have come here for the beacon. Luckily, it wasn't here. It was moved to the spaceport earlier this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
Okay. Well, we know that they moved the beacon now. Ask them about that.
The beacon?
Yeah.
I should also check if the stream is set to save, but I'll check that later.
Oh yeah. If you didn't turn it on the account,
Galaxy-wide communications
it won't.
network, remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous
But I think
new
maybe
technologies,
YouTube
groundbreaking
saves it
medical
automatically.
advances.
I
Who
think.
knows what
Oh,
secrets are
right.
locked
There you go.
inside.
We have unearthed the heart of evil, awakened the beast, unleashed the darkness.
Manuel, please. This isn't the time.
What else can you tell me about the attack?
It all happened so fast. 1 second we were gathering up our equipment. The next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the destroyers, bringers of darkness.
Jesus, this guy's.
Our extinction.
We could hear the battle outside.
It's very dramatic.
He's had it.
Screams.
He's done for.
It would never end. Then everything went quiet.
Game over, man.
Sat there, too afraid to move, until you came along.
Yeah, he's Paxtoning.
Yep.
Did you notice a Turian in the area?
I saw him, the prophet, leader of the enemy. He was here before the attack.
That's impossible. Nihilus was with us in the Normandy before the attack. He couldn't have been here.
I'm sorry, Manuel's still a bit unsettled.
Oh.
We haven't seen your Turian. We've been hiding in here since the attack.
I hadn't noticed. That he was unsettled.
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are two sides of the same coin.
So what are you doing here? You just called yourself crazy.
The destruction rushing towards us. To understand there is no escape, no hope. No, I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
I gave him an
You
extra
know
dose
what?
of his meds.
I'm with him now.
Oh, this is the asshole option, I think.
Yeah, that's brutal. I don't think I want to say that. That just makes me uncomfortable. But it's, you know what? We can push our comfort level here. You know, tell them.
I don't know.
Tell them we can shut them
the
up.
question is, like, what do you actually like? I think maybe if you do that, you punch him or something.
Yeah, I don't.
I feel like that's really cruel.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not trying to hurt the guy.
Williams, take us to the spaceport.
You can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Night is falling. The darkness of eternity.
Hush.
Get your homie in check.
You'll feel better once the medication kicks in.
Can I steal anything of theirs? No.
So what if he's right though? Like it seems like he's dramatic, but yeah, I wonder if we're gonna come to find out that he was actually telling us something.
I think he was telling us something. I don't remember what. But I'm pretty sure he was telling us something. I don't think he was like 100% like literally correct, but I think the information that he gave us is valuable, but I've already forgotten what it was.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, look at this.
This guy's in Kiss.
He's a juggalo.
Yeah, that's it.
Whoop whoop.
Get this guy some Fago.
Yeah, mad motherfucking Nurian love.
Mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find.
Oh shit!
The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
No.
Where?
That was our homie. That was our homie from the council.
Yeah,
and now he just got capped.
Where are they?
That's not good news.
Where are they?
Somewhere the fuck else, unfortunately, or we might have been able to do something about that. I feel so powerless.
Yeah. Are we going back? Use the overload power to knock down enemy shields. Map overload to the mapped power for easy access. Press and hold RB to begin. That would be this button? Oh. We got a button here.
I should probably just put a cap on this at like 7:30 my time. So like
when's that?
About 20 almost a half hour, I guess.
Yeah. That probably makes sense to me too, cuz like it's 1:09 a.m. right now, so just when you're rounding it off.
I'm hoping to get through this mission and onto the next part, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ideally. You know, I don't know how long that lasts.
I'm trying to even understand what is happening here. Map powers by pressing and holding RB. Yeah, I'm doing that, but how do I map them? What do I?
Probably a hangover.
Overload, map overload, Y info. What even is this? Overload, sabotage.
Oh, those are the things.
These are the different abilities, I guess. Overkill.
Oh, and different people have. So, let's remember squad powers now. Are these squad powers? As
Caden has throw, I guess. So Caden can throw things. Okay. That's.
Oh, it's like force throwing somebody, force push.
Yeah, I guess. And now it needs to reload, I guess. So this is how we access these, and I don't know.
And then you can map them.
I guess you map them with X, yeah.
Yeah, X, and then probably the button that you want it to go on.
Yeah.
I had to guess. Clop is here. Cloth and Pop.
Oh, hey, Clop. We're just chilling, going through some Mass Effect, trying to affect some mass.
Bear books, y'all. Library pickup. Joining from the no contact library pickup. What?
Picking up bear books from the library? Books about bears?
Like
Berenstain Bears?
or hirsute, enjoyable men.
That too. Yeah, I'm sure they have some books about bears.
And about bears, and then Berenstain Bears, right?
Yeah, that's what I said. Well, I said Berenstain Bears, but
right. That's
that's the correct name.
I'm trying to remember what that thing is called. The the Mandela effect.
Yeah, the Mandela effect name would be Berenstain Bears or Berenstain Bears.
Which is how I remember it. But like, the thing is, I fully understand that I never gave a shit about those books.
Yeah,
I never took a second to even think I could possibly have been getting it right.
Being Swedish, I have no memory of those books. But I have other false memories from childhood that I know I'm wrong about.
Yeah, no, that's exactly where I'm at with it. Like, yeah, definitely that. The highlights, they were like on the back of Highlights magazines, I think, right? Which I remember when I was a kid, which were fun literally only because they were the only thing to do wherever they existed. They existed in doctors' offices, like eye doctors, things like that. Wow. Shit, that's escalating quickly.
This is the glove.
Is that the beacon or ship? Some other.
I think that might be a guest ship or something. I don't know. I don't remember. It's a ship. I keep getting thrown off by the fact that you can't jump in this game.
Oh, that's so tedious.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird to have a 3D game if you can't jump. It's
yeah, because you're just moving in 2D anyway. It's like that Legend of Zelda thing. But I've never played much Legend of Zelda. But I know
I have a very unpopular opinion about Zelda. I'm not really. I don't think it's that good most of the time. Well, that's not true. That's not fair. It does certain things incredibly well, but like, it's always been a frustrating game for me because it heavily relies on you being able to kind of find information other places that aren't the game itself. And that always bummed me out when I was a kid. Like, my favorite example I like to bring up is that, like, the third level on the first Nintendo Zelda game, you have to burn a forest tree down, a random tree in the forest. It's like, why would I ever do that? Like, I'm not running around setting trees on fire for no good reason. That sounds like a shitty elf, actually, is what it sounds like. That sounds like just wanton destruction of the forest for no good reason.
We're not armed.
Is it safe? Are they gone?
And there's no hints. I think they are gone. That was them who went, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think they took the bus.
We took care of them.
Those things are crawling
Took
all
care
around
of
the
them.
shed.
They left
for sure.
I still can't believe it. When we saw that ship, I thought it was all over.
It showed up right before the attack. Knew it was trouble the second I saw it, so we made a break for the sheds.
And investigate the attack details.
Saying in the chat.
3D Zelda has major foundational issues. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, the face of the bears, the Berenstein bear faces, or I don't remember what it actually is. That book, the faces are so, it's like nightmare fuel. We're just like, squiggle, like a sideways squiggle. But they were on the back of the Highlights magazines, and they would have the, what's different between these two pictures, or find like where there's something wrong, and you only ever had them in doctors' offices, right? Like, you never got the Highlights on purpose to bring home and play with. Like, it was just there. It was there in the desk. So yeah, well, I'm sorry, what were the attack details here? I keep getting off the mission. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Captain.
The three of us were working the crops when that ship showed up. We just saw it and ran. I don't know what happened to the rest of the crew.
They were by the garage, over near the spaceport, right where that ship came down. No way they survived.
You don't know that. We survived. If they made it to the garage, they could have had a fighting chance.
Do you know anything about the Prothean beacon they dug up?
We're just farmers. We heard they found something out there, but it never really mattered to us. Not until now.
What else can you tell me about the ship you saw?
I was too busy running to get a clear look at it. I think it landed over near the spaceport.
Tell them about the noise, Cole. That awful noise.
It was emitting some kind of signal as it descended. It sounded like the shriek of the damned. Only it was coming from inside your own head.
It was probably trying to block communications.
Whatever it was, felt like it was tearing right through my skull. Almost made it impossible to think.
I have to go.
Hey.
Yeah, gotta go.
Just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you gotta learn when to shut up.
What? Yeah, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Something to tell me?
What the hell are you talking about?
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring. Nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
Is Clock drawing bear faces?
Yeah, it looks like trying to draw Berenstein bear squiggles or bear. Now I'm gonna look it up.
It's Berenstain.
Berenstain.
Because that's the only thing I know about the Berenstain Bears. It's the Berenstain Bears and not the Berenstein Bears because it's the weird one. That's the answer. It's the weird name.
Yeah, it's the one that doesn't
that
sound like it would be. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, you're right. Obviously. So let's see.
Because the spaceport is running a small smuggling ring.
Well, I don't want. They know smuggling's a fucking crime. I don't have to tell them that.
Smuggling it's naughty. Don't do it.
But what are they moving? That's all I give a shit about. Like, now I know why they're here, and what are you smuggling?
Yeah.
What kind of packages?
I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. You'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
Thanks.
This should help. Let's move out.
Good luck.
Yeah, like those options were the same, except the other option was more assholey.
Yeah.
Give it to me. Hand it over. I'm gonna confiscate your stuff. Okay, another one of these fucking Frogger things. It's actually kind of hard to do it with a controller.
That's funny. Well, there you go. Now you're fucking.
I remember those being really easy when I was using a controller, but I was using like X-Patter or something to.
Yeah. You're just robbing these folks blind, huh?
Yeah, I'm just taking their shit. So that's the game, right? At least I'm not smashing their pots.
I used to play all sorts of JRPGs and stuff, and then I played Ultima 4: Quest of the Avatar on the Nintendo, and it was Super Nintendo, I think. Anyway, it was amazing because if you stole something, there was this whole mechanic where you were trying to be virtuous. So if you stole things or you acted cowardly by running in fights and stuff, like you'd lose points towards those things. But there was no like actual point total. Like you didn't know when you were virtuous enough. So there was kind of a mystery to it. It was really cool.
Let's see. How do I check if the stream is recording?
So I mean, I guess what you'd do is you'd right click your username on Twitch and then select video on demand somewhere, which it looks like I don't see any.
I don't see
which means that you might not have it turned on to record a video. Is this a brand new account?
No, I've actually had this account since it was called Justin.tv back in like the early days of streaming. But yeah, I've not been using it much. I've like used it a couple of times over the years and just sort of.
Yeah, so I know that one thing that you need to do in order to get it recording is you have to actually go into your channel settings and turn on the broadcast archiving is what it's called.
Yeah, the question is if I've done that. I do store past broadcasts on.
Yeah, so then when this stops, it'll create a VOD that it'll be up there for 14 days.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it seems to be on, and on YouTube it seems to be doing whatever YouTube does.
Yeah, YouTube saves them, I think, by default as a default behavior.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, so Nihilus's body is here.
Moving over behind those crates.
Couldn't investigate that because something's moving.
Don't shoot! I'm one of you. I'm human.
That doesn't mean you're cool. I've met a lot of humans.
Yeah.
What do you?
I'm sorry. I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
It's all fucked up.
What the hell are you talking about?
That's not what I asked.
Turians here. Your friend and another one he called Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax.
He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
Oh, I zoned all the way out for a second here, so let's see. You know what, then what?
Where'd Saren go after he killed Nihilus?
He jumped on the cargo train and headed over to the other platform. Probably going after the beacon. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I had been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
Yeah, they didn't find you?
How come you're the only one who survived? Why didn't anyone else try to hide behind the crates?
They never had a chance.
Dickhead question.
I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Wait a minute. You were hiding behind the crates before the attack?
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift. I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
Wow, that's so mean. You make me sick. That's like the no, don't say that. That's awful. Like,
lucky break.
Yeah, lucky break.
Snuck off for that nap, he'd probably be dead just like all the others.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really want to think about it.
That's a really dickhead thing to say too.
Tell me about the Geth attack.
Wow, I can't imagine how traumatic it must be to be the only person that you know who's alive anymore. You know, like, wow, that must be terrible.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the beacon?
They brought
I don't like this beacon already. I'm done with it.
One of the train and shipped it to the other platform.
What?
Let's just blow the beacon up and move on. Because this beacon's too much trouble.
Tell me about this mothership you saw.
I've never seen anything like it before. It was huge. Landed over near that platform. The whole place got dark as it came down. And it was making this noise, this sound that bored right into your brain. Later.
That was the noise it was making.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
You've been a real jerk to me. I gotta go get myself together.
No, like the noise it was making was obviously jumped by Crisscross.
We have all the graphic settings as low as it can go. Klopp.
What?
So that's why Klopp is saying the render on that beanie is exquisite. Such texture. It's like we have all the texture and everything real low because the game is all jumpy.
I'm getting very shot.
Yeah.
While trying to aim.
I don't mean to be picky, but like it does seem like you can't really take a bunch of bullets like that in a suit that's protecting you from the... Well, I guess actually you don't need to be in the suit.
Oh, I can.
I don't see. Oh, there's no helmet. Never mind.
How do I?
Oh, you do that healing thing, right?
Yeah, I'm trying, but I think I've run out. I think I'm out of the healing thing. I'm gonna die. This is gonna kill me. I'm gonna be dead.
Yeah, dead as fuck.
Yeah.
Rest in power.
Yeah.
That's as good a place to for me to wrap it up for the night as any, right?
Probably.
And yeah.
I don't even know where it's gonna reload. If it's at the beginning of the mission, I'm okay. It's here.
Oh, that's not
look
bad.
at the texture on the. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so Can I just save here? Save. New save. Saving content.
Yeah, we'll get together and we'll go through more of it. And if you go through more, I'll just pick up wherever we leave off and just keep me posted.
Maybe we'll try to have another guest on as well. See if we can get.
That sounds good.
More of a party.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Maybe Klopp wants to get on sometime. That'll be really following the sun. We'll have 3 different time zones there for sure, because he's 3 hours behind me, so it's 4:30 for him right now. It's 7:30 for me, and it's 1:30 for you.
Yeah.
Well, have a good night.
Yeah,
thanks for inviting me.
It's been a good time.
Yeah, good to hang out. Good to know you better.
Yeah. Have a
Take care, man.
tuna.
Yeah, you as well.
I guess I'll end the stream. So bye, folks. Which is probably Klopp at this point.